This is a lesson on perpendicular lines. So I'm going to graph the equation y equals 2x plus 1. Which has a y-intercept of 1 and a slope of 2. So it looks kind of like that. I kind of just missed it. It's not exactly perfect. It's not exactly straight, but there's my line. I'm going up 2 over 1. Now, a perpendicular line is a line that would form a 90-degree angle with that line. I'm going to do my best to approximate where that might be. I'm actually going to use a straight line tool here to get one. And now my graph isn't perfect, but this angle right here, each of those angles is a right angle, which makes those two lines perpendicular. And the way I knew that is because of the slope. The slope here was up 2 over 1. The slope on the other line would be down 1 over 2. So there's a specific relationship. The slope was 2 over 1, and what I do with it is I take the reciprocal and change the sign. So this would be the slope of the new equation. So if I knew the y-intercept, it would be pretty simple to say, hey, y equals 1/2 x plus 1 is the equation of this line right there. So again, the important thing to remember is you take the opposite reciprocal to get the perpendicular line's slope. So let's try one. Let's say I need perpendicular to 3/2 x plus 2, and it needs to go through the point, let's do 9, 1. So the first thing I do is I flip the slope, and since it was positive here, I want to make it negative there. Plugging in my x value and my y value from my given point would give me 1 equals negative 2/3 times 9 plus b. Solving for b. Well, negative 2 times 9 over 3 would be negative 6. Add 6 to both sides, and I would get 7 equals b. And my equation is negative 2/3 x plus 7. And let's say we had a more complicated scenario. So what if we had like 2x minus 10y equals 43, and we had to go through the point 2, 1. So first off, we would need to find the slope, and if you use the little negative a over b trick, we're looking at negative 2 over negative 10. So the slope of the original line is 1/5. Okay, this line has a slope of 1/5. Well, I don't want the new line to have a slope of 1/5. I want the new line to be the opposite reciprocal slope, which would be negative 5 over 1, or just negative 5. So I can say negative 5 in for the m. Plug in my x and my y from my point, which is going to give us 1 equals negative 5 times 2 plus b. 1 equals negative 10 plus b. Add 10 to both sides. 11 equals b, and my equation is negative 5, because that was our new slope, x plus 10. And that is perpendicular lines.